with you now. Here with you. Rather be no other place than here with you now. Rather be no other place than here with you. I see your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Nothing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, live every day as if it's your last. Our memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the Collegiate Star League. Tonight we have Week 7 of some CSGO action brought to you by Twitch TV. I'm Jay Zilk. I'll be bringing you this first map, British Columbia versus Western Ontario, and this is going to be an awesome matchup. First of all, two of these are the top seeds in their group, so they're the top teams from the region, and number two being, I've actually already seen Mahone play. And this guy knows what he's doing. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to spectators because I'm not a player. And we're about to ready up any second. So this is going to be awesome. Inferno as well. So I've seen Mahone kind of go beast mode on this map. He was the primary opper for the team, but his rifling is on point. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that if Wumwums is opping as well, he's definitely shown to be experienced in it. So Wumwums and Mahone I've seen both play and kind of blew my mind last season. So it's going to be pretty cool to see, pretty cool matchup, and two of the coasts from Canada. So I want to hear who you guys are rooting for. Get up in the chat, get hype, because UBC could definitely take this, but at the same time, it's kind of an unknown factor right now for Western Ontario. So at this point, it could go either way. So let's get into it, guys. I'm excited. I love Inferno. It's definitely one of those maps that if T's got a momentum, it could very easily be a T-sided map, especially if you win pistol, win your first rifle, and just start kind of snowballing and reading your opponents well. It could definitely snowball that way. And obviously the most common expectations is, hey, it's Inferno. Really CT-sided, very few choke points. Odds are you're going to get demolished. So we'll see. This knife round actually could be pretty important. So yeah, it's going to be UBC, who is, I believe they're 7-1 right now in the rankings. I'm going to pull it up. They're actually 5-1 right now. Simon Fraser's CS is actually topping with 7-0. So, and then right now, Western Ontario, they are at 3-3. So, definitely the favorite will have to be UBC going into this, but you know, at any rate, it could pretty much be either team. Considering their matchup probably is pretty unknown. So it's going to be a lot of kind of sloppy plays to start off, and then you'll start to see some adjustments. So let's go live. This is going to be awesome. Pretty much armor and a kit. That's it. So no utilities besides the nade from Wumwums. And yeah, same goes for the T side. 1 Tech 9 on Evo Peach. So let's see. This is going to be just an all-out brawl at Banana. Full rush. Llama King going for the quick peek, and they're just going to fall immediately back and rotate one player over. So no pick, and they decide not worth it. We don't want to run into a stack at B. Let's fall back to mid and see if we can find something. So thinking the pack will be real. He's going to go for the shots with the Glock, and he's trying to go for the burst here at Arch, which is pretty peculiar. Not going to find anything, just a few damage, and this is going to be kind of a free sight, but it looks like they're actually rotated here. This is already 3 men, make that 4 already at A, so doesn't matter. Razzie and Evo Peach going in. Missed it at the blink of an eye, but this Tech 9 actually kind of being really worth its weight right now. And it's going to be all up to Mahone. Evo Peach, man. Those Tech 9 headshots are ridiculous. So that's going to be a quick cleanup, actually. Kind of surprising considering they had a rotate coming already. I actually thought that was going to be like a pretty strong crossfire. But they got the picks right off the bat. Killed the guy coming out of pit, got the guy on porch, and that was the A site down. You only had to worry about the one angle, and that's gonna go into a force buy here from UBC. 5.7s in armor, one of the most deadly setups, especially if you get that close range one tap. It can totally turn around in your favor, pretty much like right off the bat. You get 1 or 2 kills with a 5.7, and suddenly you're able to fall back and play really passive and kind of just play time on the terrorists. So they're going to just go for that all-out B-rush. Really what you don't want to do against close-range 5.7s. Mahone goes for the wide peek, and he does get the kill, but he gets created out immediately. P90 just going to brute force right past, and this AK from Evo Peach could be super solid here, but he's actually going to go for the bomb plant. Razzie just running in, taking out Derpachu. Kind of a sitting duck there, and This should be a cleanup. Wumwum's here kind of holding the smoke, and he is able to tag Llama King. He sees him, he does get the headshot, and that's going to be a return from Evo. So 1v3, Arhood with the MAC-10, not going to do much to armor, and P90 definitely worth its weight this round. So Razzie, he saw the Tech 9 damage, and he's like, I got an automatic Tech 9, and it's got 50 bullets. So this is a pretty solid eco. Alright, pretty solid eco actually from UBC. 5-7 armor, they got 2 kills. Overall wasn't the best eco in the world, but you did take away some of the rifles. I guess in this case MAC-10, they're just going to rebuy it up. So realizing that this is a force buy or a force save by UBC, not much they're going to really do. Odds are they have head armor is slim to none. So just rebuying those bankroll machines and just going to look to stick together and get trades. That's the biggest thing you want to avoid, is getting yourself singled out and unable to set your team up for that trade kill. So they're starting to get suspicious now, and Wumwums and Layson moving back into the site. He's going to go for these one-tap headshots with the USP, but kind of worthless on armor unless you're going to get that double dink, and this is just going to be a straight A-site take. Wumwum's still here in pit, not going to do much damage. Lightning with that Tech 9, showing him what's up, and this is going to be kind of a hope to get a rifle, hope to drop a rifle off one of your opponents. Some damage has been done, so this is definitely doable. Llama King with the MAC-10, and ow, Derpachu, nice shot. That's definitely exactly what they wanted. They're pretty low, so at this point, if you can just get that last exit kill, Arhood would be pretty happy. He's running away, knows he's in danger, and Lightning, kind of the best guy to take on this battle right now. He's the actual player with the most HP. So yeah, any other player would have gone down, and there you go, 4 kills. That is huge. So obviously they've been saving money. They've been buying SMGs, so there hasn't been like full buys. So it's not completely detrimental to their economy. But on that same note, Lightning is already at $0, and the rest of the team is pretty like skimpy on their buys. We even only have 1 smoke from Llama, so that tells me he's going to go for that entry kill. Generally, the people with not so many nades are going to be that entry fragger because they got nothing to lose. So yeah, this could actually be a pivotal round. If UBC gets it, this would be either a force buy or a force save, and what I'd assume would be a force buy from Western Ontario. So pretty standard setup, just 2-3 split on A, and they're just trying to take apps control. So the reason apps control is so important, and even more important early round, is that if you can either A, get a pick, obviously that's great, but just taking control of halls keeps the counter-terrorists guessing. They don't know whether you've rotated B. They don't know if you're in banana, if you have 4 there. Maybe you have them all in app. So it kind of forces the CTs to commit and keep 3 at A. So getting just this halls control could be a huge gain, especially if they can take advantage of it. And it looks like Lightning, he really wants to go for this pick. He's really anticipating someone to peek Arch. He has the opportunity, doesn't get the kill. So this is just going to be an all-out push on A. Definitely going to be overall. Wumwums goes for the spray, doesn't get it. Lightning and Razzie open up the site. This is all on Mahone to get these picks. Gets 1 in pit, turns around, looking for the 90-degree, but Real has the perfect timing to get that trade, and this is all but over. Derpachu's all the way at Arch, and really has no information. All he knows is that bomb's been planted, and 1 was Arch, so he has to pretty much rediscover each of these players, and as long as they don't peek him, this is all but over. Grabs the op, runs away. Realizes that it's more invaluable to have that in the hands of Mahone than try and go for a 1v3, especially considering this was your first buy round. This was a hugely important round to win for either side, and almost even more important for UBC. They need that round, and they need to start doing some damage to Western Ontario's economy. So kind of curious if they're just going to save behind this op, or if they're going to try and do some cheeky stuff. Alright, so yeah, Meg 7, they are going to this force buy, so I'm sure they're aware that these rounds are pretty close and that it's just these entry frags that aren't going their way, so they kind of want to take control now. So 1-1's going to play close corner here in Halls, and you know, with this force buy, I'd actually like them to go more aggressive. There we go, Mahone goes for that pick at car. Nice shot. I like that he waited too. He just played this passive angle that he's playing now, waited to get sights on them, and then went for the peek. So not being too overly aggressive, and kind of playing to the advantage of his position and the fact that he's the one soloing B. So you don't want to die right off the bat and give up B site. 1-1's first point of contact gets dropped, and these are 2 entries a day. They don't know there's 4. Derpichu with the Mag 7 here at Arch and evens it out, so that's that quickly. Lightning fast, he takes the site. So it's going to be Lightning, the only man here on site, but little do they know, Mahone, both teammates here in Abs. Can he get the no-scope? No, he gets traded by Llama King, and that's going to be the site, round, and bomb plant in favor of UWO. Not quite the bomb plant, but still the round, and winning against another force buy is so pivotal. They got that 5-round losing streak bonus, so UBC isn't too intimidated, but it's still really scary. This is that kind of momentum I'm talking about that you see at really every level of play. If the terrorists really start to get on a streak and start being able to read the CTs and like what kind of passive angles they're playing, then they can just run in an entry. They can just kind of rely on their pure skill and aim, trust their teammates to trade them out, and get those positive trades. So this is kind of UBC playing scared. I'd really expect some sort of information play. They really haven't got anything from Banana. They haven't peeked alt mid through apps. They're still playing passive. You know, we still have the one guy here on balconies, another guy here porch and crossfired by his teammate here, our hood over at Arch side and truck. So it's unfortunate that they're playing afraid, but maybe this is what they need. So first entry going to 1-1's, and this is a guy I've seen perform pretty well. It was about a year ago I saw 1-1's in Mahone, so definitely have high expectations for them, and see if they can live up to the hype. But Derpichu, I'm surprised he has not been spotted just at the corner of the smoke. Real sees him and says, hey, maybe you're alone. Maybe this is my chance to get a pick. Throws the smoke. Such an unfortunate timing for him, but Mahone already here on the rotate, and this could be actually exactly what they need. Razzie finds the pick as they're trying to rotate to B, and if only he knew that opened up the A site and that maybe going B isn't the right idea, but as long as Llama King is quiet enough, he can actually force the CTs to rotate. So little do they know they're accidentally making these great reads right now, and pretty much a full rotate to A, no time to plant, and that could have actually been a really, really great chance for UWO to get that plant. It'll at least give themselves a little extra money, not that they need it. So probably made the right call. Didn't want to risk falling into a B stack and you know, losing those rifles. Something they've kind of worked. I'd say they would work really hard already to get this economy, so they don't want to throw anything away unnecessarily, and we're seeing the kind of bitter ends of the CTs. MP9 out, Mahone getting that entry again at car. Surprised he's able to find this considering he's played that position twice. No flashes out at car to really hinder him, and our hood holding down Arch, basically saying, hey, you can't pug us anymore. We got long-range weapons. If I miss my shot, I can just fall back and play another angle. So if you want to win against us, you actually have to make executes. You actually have to convince us that maybe it's an A take, so we rotate and try and mind game us. Because this pug style that you were doing before, just rushing out onto A and just raw out-aiming us, isn't going to cut it anymore. So Evo Peach trying to walk through the smoke. I don't think he was spotted. That's crazy. Both of them walking through this tunnel of smoke onto Arch, and this could catch off Layson, but he does get the one kill with the MP9, so pretty important kill, but I don't think this round is very doable, even with that play. They get the plant, and Llama King's going to just hope to die nice, swift, painless death from Mahone, doing 476 damage with that op, and yeah, this is really the setup they needed. Our Hood looks like he's a player I've never seen before, and it looks like he is the secondary opper on this team, Mahone being the primary, and yeah, now they're kind of forcing the bitter ends of this T economy. They actually have money to technically drop and buy some Galeals, but Llama King's just going to go up for that Tech 9. Surprised he doesn't go for armor, considering really how... Oh, he does go for armor. Sorry, guys. I have 20/20 vision. I have no excuse. Nice, Arhood. Good pick. Goes for that crouch op and taking advantage of their spawns. Mahone as well. Here at Banana, they're just mowing them down. Razzie does get the trade. Mahone in a really bad position. He could easily get Tech 9, but quick switch. No scope misses Mahone. How does that miss? You're a god, though. Nice 4K from Mahone. Sick hold. That was crazy. That no scope was definitely on point. So gotta pray to RNG just a little harder next time. That was a crouch op too, so the accuracy should have been there, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and still wins the round, still beats that Tech 9 rush, and that was really dangerous from him to stand right in the open, but he trusted himself. Lightning, good boost here onto Haystack, gets that first kill, and that's what they need if they want to start to break the defense, because UBC's been finding something that worked. This op setup at each side has been really stellar from both of them, so Mahone opting to rotate, so just going to leave the 1B. This is actually pretty smart, especially considering the fact that you're going to kind of be notified if a B rush is coming. There tends to be a smoke come CT, and it's a little harder to retake A, so especially against 4Ts. So it's a good call from Mahone, and he's just going to go for this, call it the JW angle. It's kind of in the open, so if you get double or triple peeked, you're dead. But if they peek you one at a time, you can go in definitely. So flash out, falls back, and this is definitely going to be a B play from the T's. Got the smokes and flashes ready. I think they want to just wait for the smoke to dissipate and go for the gamble play. Mahone already aware of it. He's ready on the cross, and this was a fake. Actually faked me out too, so I have X-ray, I should know better. That's going to be a pretty smart play. Running through truck. Layson, he's going to be the point man. First man to see him. Peeks pit, gets sprayed down by Llama King. They turn around for 1-1, standing in the open. No! That's the worst place you could have been, and this is pretty much all but over. Mahone's going to be in charge of this retake. Derpachu goes to the wide peak. Mahone there to back him up, and this is actually really bad positioning for the terrace. They don't check on sight. Evo Peach with the good positioning, and Llama King there to trade him out. So that was pretty insane. That should not have that actually shouldn't have worked out, but they didn't check their corners, so Evo Peach able to exploit that angle, and kind of unfortunate, but that entry pick really set them up for that win. They did the fake at Banana, caused Mahone to rotate, and it was only 2 CTs to defend against 5, which is really, really hard to stop, unless you guys are just playing on point, able to crossfire and assure no deaths early. Mahone with that another late peek at Carr, so he's kind of reading him really well. Another peek, man. This is looking like a pug style gone bad. But then again, these guys are actually on the less favored side right now as far as advantage goes. 6 points for UWO, and that's kind of all you might need, depending on the circumstances. 1-1's here. Gets sprayed down in the open again. That's the second time he's got caught out. Arwood with the trade. How are they getting this round? Razzie dropped to 38 through the molly. It's a 1v1. He's waiting for the... No! He had to wait for that defuse, but he hard peeked the angle. Arwood gets the crouching peek with the op. Really hard to hit that shot. That's a one-tap angle, so if you don't hit the headshot, odds are you're not going to spray them down. You can't get that chest spray down, and that's kind of insane. Jesus. Pretty crazy that they actually... Yeah, man. That they even almost lost that. That was a 4-on-2 gone horribly wrong. And Tech 9's coming out, no armor. This will just be an all-out rush. Now Wumwum's on the op. He's like, give me a chance, man. I know you're good, Arhood, but I need to start frag and get some numbers on the board. Mahone maybe getting a little too cocky, stays a little longer than he really needed to, and luckily Derpichu's here to handle the cavalry, finish him off, and good quad kill. This is a lot of big plays coming out of everyone, really, from UBC, and yeah, that was a really close round that they didn't need to make that close. So Mahone hopefully learning that he can't underestimate these guys, especially on Tech 9 rounds. You just run so fast. And we'll see what if they can adapt to this. Mahone going for that peek again, Banana. Not late this time, going for the full wide peek, gets the flash kill. Both of them flash, but he was ready. He probably just saw the shoulder before the peek. And this is gonna be a take by the looks of it. Razzie already pretty far in apps. Arhood playing from the pit, so they've mixed it up quite a bit. Kind of trying to keep them on their feet, but 1-1's here from sight with the op. Chiming in, Layson with the P90, spray through the smoke. He's going to stick around for a little bit longer, doesn't have the ammo to back it up, so Evo Peach is able to get the trade frag. Mahone with the close-up shot with the op, goes for the crouch peek, gets wide peek by Llama, and it's up to him on a 1v3, so he realizes he's in a pretty good position. It's going to force a CT to fall back to B, and they really have to keep guessing, but Arhood reads him like a book, jumps into library, and finishes him off. So 6-6, they're bringing it back. Even with how close these rounds have been, they seem to still be getting the win. So they're getting the W out of it, even though it looks like, I'd say that UWO has been a little more consistent across the board. It still seems like UBC are able to clutch these rounds. So whether it's 1-1, Mahone, Derpichu, Arhood, they're all making big plays. And Layson, I didn't forget you. Your P90 spray down was gorgeous. There's Mahone again from Banana, switches up the angle, plays the more passive angle, and still manages to get the entry. Derpichu getting 2 more kills, and these Tech 9 rushes have almost looked good every time. They've always got at least 1 kill, get a second trade, and make it look close at least. Yeah, it seems like this B play is getting locked down, and if they want to win, they need to keep Mahone at B and go A. That was their most successful fake. They, in the last 30 seconds, threw their smokes and flashes at B and fell back to do that A push, and were able to really turn around an unfavorable round. So seems like that's their weak point, is get Mahone out of here and play to the advantage of that weak A site. So Mahone goes for the fast peek, unable to find the kill on Woodstack, and he's going to fall back to a more passive angle, but still kind of in the open, going for those off angles, trying to catch him off guard. And now this is that control. Arhood, there you go. That confidence is coming back. He's already pushed up all. 1-1's peeks out of balcony and is able to drop real. So now he doesn't even have anyone that can find him. So Arhood in probably one of the best positions you can get in. You are behind the entire team. You have the info. You know they're not all. And you know you can narrow it down to at least mid or Banana. So he's about to get on their flank. Layson able to spray him down through mid. 1-1's, you just have to stay alive. There you go. Arhood on the flank. They have no idea where he is. And this is going to be a 2-on-2. Lightning. Damn. I missed that kill, but that was super impressive. Really close round considering how much map control they had, and that'll be to round 15. So they were up 5-0 at one point and have only managed to get 1 round while UBC has got 8. So definitely some true grit coming in from UBC. Gotta appreciate it. They did not let their guard down, even though they were kind of getting pub stomped. They're back in it. Derpichu going to go for the first... Actually, Mahone going for this first peek, so they are not messing with Banana anymore. They're like, alright guys, we know A works best for us, but Arhood again, man, getting these entries, but Layson maybe overcommits a little too much, and here comes that quote-unquote Glock train through apps. Waterfall in full effect. Evo Peach gets the entry. 1-1s! Oh my god! Triple spray down. That was insane. What a sick angle to play, and definitely didn't expect him to be so close. So that was good patience from him, waiting to peek just a little later than they were expecting him to, and be able to catch off that whole waterfall right as they were heading into sight. So, man, what was once like a really big lead completely switched, and that whole momentum train switched over to UBC. So maybe that'll carry over here into the pistol. 2 smokes. They probably have a set strat. This could be maybe a late B, smoke spool, smoke CT. It could be an A play as well, obviously, but I'm sure they have some sort of plan. And only 3 sets of armor, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make at least an entry happen. It seems like they really favored doing a lot of fake plays. I've seen these guys play about a year ago, and they love to throw fakes, but they're just going for the all-out rush. Razzie with 2 kills. Arhood does manage to get a trade, but that's going to be it. Real here, still in the pit. Arhood going for the reload, and he's going to get caught off guard, manages to get a headshot, but that's all you're going to get, Arhood. There is no way you're going to clutch this. Almost manages to make me eat my words as he drops Evo Peach down to 6 HP, and that'll be the round here from UWO. Pretty sick lockdown. This might be exactly what they needed. They lost what I believe was 6 rounds in a row, so they really they really needed that pistol to give them their confidence back. Say, hey, come on guys, we got 6 rounds T-side. Like we managed to already get exactly what we needed, if not more. So let's just reset, play a CT, play our own game. So here comes the B rush. Evo Peach gonna be first contact, drops the nade, maybe out a little too early, but doesn't matter. Backed up by Llama King, gets the double spray down. PP Bison on armor, not doing too much damage, but Arhood able to get a second kill, now to make that Derpachu with the P250, and this is actually an open site, so enough smokes to go down, and at least they get the bomb plant. So Razzie coming in with the P90, dropping 2, and this will be the last but not least. Arhood waiting here in dark spot, trying to just find one consolation kill, does get the spray down onto Razzie, and they'll finish off that round. UWO not taking too much crap. They actually did lose 3 and really allow a bomb plant, so maybe the Bison wasn't the best buy. Especially if you're anticipating some sort of armor Tech 9, it's very risky. Trying to get 6 headshots with a PP Bison, I don't advise it. Would not recommend. And so yeah, here comes the Force Buy. No helmet here on Arhood. And yeah, this is definitely a full committal. They want to try and destroy University of Western Ontario's economy while it's low. They know that they just took out 3 guns. They got the bomb plant, can obviously afford these AK-47s, and I like that they're playing pretty passive to take apps. They know that this is the round where UWO is going to definitely play a little more ballsy and try and get information. So Mahone, they're able to drop real, and that's the kind of entry you're looking for. You know you've narrowed it down to 2 on each site, but Layson maybe getting a little too aggressive over at Banana. Peeking when he didn't need to. Sprays through the smoke, and they just follow the tracers right back. So, kind of an even field. I'd say it still almost favors the T's because of the splits that you can force. And in this case, Llama King forced to be alone. So, with the P90, he is the anchor at B. And obviously playing this angle isn't necessarily bad, but yeah, as soon as the rush comes in, you do not want to be there. So he's only falling off into a corner. He cannot fall back any longer. He has to get these spray downs. It manages to get the 1, but that's it. That is an open site. So even though the HP is low, they're still able to get this plant down, and a fresh smoke even goes in at CT. So Lightning going for the spray. I don't know if they can see his tracers, and oh yeah, smoke already dissipating here at construction, so this is actually pretty pivotal. Mahone just going for that last second plant, hoping his teammates can stay alive, but that is not happening. Evo Peach clean up, and the gamble not paying off necessarily. That was a 4 AK buy and not a lot of utilities to work with, so they even managed to save those smokes for the site take, but still cannot succeed. So probably getting a little frustrated at this point, especially when you get an entry kill like that. Mahone was able to drop someone down at A site, and then it started to just slowly fall apart, and they were forced to commit. So Lightning gonna play pretty passive here. Mid doesn't know they pushed out, but they got the crossfire down. Misses the spray. Mahone, Arhood opening up this A site. So now there's only one here at A to defend it. Make it 0 because they stacked 3 at B. So that was the round they expected. A Tech 9 rush banana. They did not get it. So this is a man advantage. Arhood playing an off angle here. And Library does get sprayed down by Llama King. Close range. Definitely benefits. Wow, what a sick shot by Real. P250. Close range, doesn't give a crap. They know there's 2 on site now, but Wums with double 2 P250 kill. He goes for the no-scope, mixes it, pulls out his pistol, and he's gonna go for the wall bang. He does find it. No! Real! No, dude! Oh my god! No, dude! Stop, Real. I'm dropping the mic. I'm done. Guys, please, boys. Please, no, that was nuts. I don't have words. I don't know what to do with myself. Real. Oh, that was unreal. And yeah, that's gonna be hugely demoralizing. That is insane. The closest eco round they've had. Real getting actually mollied down to 10 HP, but he does find the entry, so that's gonna be the confidence he needed. And Lightning actually able to find another kill. So this was a force buyout, or not a force buy, but a full buyout of UBC, but they can't find anything. He actually does get caught off guard. Mahone just runs right out balcony, has the information to know he's porch, and they actually take the A site swiftly. So that was pretty impressive stuff. And they already have an guy here in the form of Arhood up in apps. So this is going to be a hard retake. They can play the bomb, and they realize it. Real only has 10 HP and wants to keep hold of this op. He is obviously going in with this gun, and there's no real reason to switch up. So not going to risk that $5,000 investment. And the Triangle of Doom retake is one of the hardest, so definitely understandable, but man, I cannot get over that Real shot. He knew they were both in sight, but there's no way he intended to go for that double. He saw the head of the first player, went for the wall bang, but to get 2, woo! Knew these games would be close, man. I just knew it. I had a hunch. Because I've seen Mahone and Wums play. I've seen the UWO team play as well. Obviously, it's a new roster, but nonetheless, that Canadian rivalry, right? East Coast versus West Coast. 10-10. So getting that proper, what I'd say, board advantage back, but only 3-5-7. So they're not really going for this apps control anymore. They're just going to stay back, try and just play that really close range, and hope that they overcommit and you can pick up a rifle. So this is a force buy, though. Not a lot of utilities, but you know, it's CT side. You can definitely keep falling back until you force them to commit, basically, to a site, and hope you can do a lot of damage with those pistols. So they think there's some attention towards B. Real rotating back and forth. They do spot one. Llama King able to get the first pick, and yeah, it's still keeping 3 towards this B area. Speedway being played by Real, and it looks like they want to go B, but they're just not sure. They don't have enough info, right? There's not anyone even towards the mid at all, or in apps lurking to say, hey guys, I hear I'm rotating mid. So they are going to go for this commit after all. Little do they know there's 3 and a slight gap in the smoke. Wums does get the entry, so that's going to be an actual free snipe behind the smokes. And pushing through, Arhood managed to get the first player at CT. Doesn't manage to get Lightning. He does get trade out by that 5-7, so this is going to be a 3-on-3 retake. Razzie a little late to the show, so I'm expecting a lurk trying to stop any sort of flank that's going to happen. But this smoke plumed pretty late, right as the bomb went down, so this is going to be a pretty late retake. All kits on board, so gun advantage here to the terrace. They do get the first spray down. Wums doing that perfect angle on construction. Derpachu does do the wide peek, and that's going to kill off any attempt at this retake. So UBC back in it with what should have been a really hard B take. There was already 3 CTs at the site. and that just one smoke at CT was enough. One getting that fast pick over onto dark, and no one at schools, no one in construction to really re-peek and get that fast trade kill, at least assure a 1-for-1. So, yeah, UBC getting their stride back. Definitely a lot of confidence from them. So, even though they've had some pretty unfortunate eco rounds, that double kill from Real, they're still keeping in it. But Lightning with the single op manages to get the pick. Huge, huge play. That is exactly what you want and what you need at this point. The rest of your team is pretty much on full eco, aside from Real with the 5-7 armor, but you know, you can't underestimate 5-7s, but Mahone, lurking apps, he has been playing this very on point, and it's actually sad to me that he doesn't always play it, because I've seen him get a kill pretty much every round. Lightning with the second one with that repeak, so he's able to find a third on apps. This man with the op, so it looks like everyone can op. Real, Lightning, I think we saw Evo Peach pick it up from a corpse, so everyone showing that they have it. And that's actually such a surprising round to have this man advantage on. Obviously, Lightning got that first pick, which really thinned the herd, but Derpichu finds a pick. Lightning overcommitting here on site, really just caught out in the open, but he doesn't know he's in pit. He has not seen Razzie yet. And, yeah, little do they know they're about to get surrounded on. Derpichu just hiding in a corner, not really watching Womum's back. They're both just stuck in between rock and roll. Oh, Womum's with the double kill! 1v1, Razzie gonna go for the jump spot. He's able to see his head. Womum's just crouching behind the box, does not want to get surprise one tap. Razzie with the overcommit, but still both players on low HP. Looks like Womum's is gonna go for a wide peek here on the right side. Correct read. Is he gonna get the wall bang through the box? 5 HP on Razzie. He finishes him off. Dang, Wums. There you go. Woo! I did not expect that. Pretty insane of him to get those fast headshots right off the bat. Should not have been possible. That was a 4-on-2 advantage for UWO. But Wum single-handedly winning them in that round. Lightning gets a triple kill with the op. Wum says, hey dude, I don't need an op. I got a one-shot kill with my AK-47. Just let me put your heads in my crosshair, we're gonna go. Arhood, nice pick. Good movement from him, able to get that perfect counter strafe right onto the wide peek from Carr, and Lightning overcommitting as well, so maybe a little bit of tilt, and maybe a little bit of that kind of puck style coming back out. Not really going for double peaks, not really coordinating with your team, just going for those solo peaks hoping to get a pick, and yeah, this was actually a really important round. Probably the round you did not want to go for some sort of YOLO play like that. You would just want to stick to your crossfires, stick to your game plan, don't mix up anything. You've obviously had 4 CT rounds in your favor, so not something you really want to do. I'd definitely attribute that as kind of a tilt play. It seems like nothing's working, right? You've lost 3 rounds, but really you've only lost 1 full buy. The other 2 rounds were half buys, just saving the op from Lightning. But I think that 4-on-2 really sorry. This op throw. I love it. They don't want Evo Peach to get an op, but little did they know he had an op. No longer. Arhood gonna find him hiding behind sandbags. Thought he was cheeky, but it's not gonna cut it today, and this is what I was talking about. Now the economy is in shambles. 3K across the board, aside from Llama King with 5,300, and this is going to be a force save. You can buy 5-7s maybe. You know, you've lost 4 in a row, so this is going to be a little bit of your round loss advantage going in your favor. You're going to get that round loss bonus, full bonus after 5 rounds, so this is kind of their last save, and then it's going to be all in. Try and win 6 in a row, especially considering the advantage you had right off the bat. Got 4 rounds in a row CT side, and then it looked choppy. That first rifle round got shut down, and then the next 2 subsequent were 4 spies and more or less 4 saves, trying to just ride off the momentum of Lightning's op. And yeah, unfortunate that they kind of kind of through that last round, going for those individual peaks. Definitely could have had a little more team synergy, but no less, it's going to be another round for UBC. And it's hard to see how they're going to stop this. Obviously, this next round's kind of a throwaway. But if they can actually like calm down, maybe take this little pause to think about what they're doing wrong, realize, okay, I don't need to go for that peak. Let's give them a little time. We'll go for peaks a little later in the round. Sometimes it can be a habit. You know, you've been conditioned like, oh, I always get this peak when I do this play. And while it may be fine, it may not be the right decision. You know, well, just because something works doesn't mean it was the right play. So this could be a little bit of old habits die-harding, and we'll see if they go for a little more passive play coming in the next rifle. But we got 5-7s across the board, 1 smoke and a nade on Evo. So he's, it looks like they're just going to go for this all-out mid-rush, understanding there's no mid-control. Layson's going to call it out to his team, but not fast enough. Arhood getting caught off guard. Mahone able to get the double spray down. He's ready. They are not going to overreact to this rush. Let them come to you. The second Layson spot them, they did not overreact, aside from Arhood, but that could have been just a late communication. Not being able to react as quickly as you would have liked, but that mid-push almost doing a lot of damage. You'd like to imagine they could have done a little bit more if the whole team committed, but not with the form Mahone's been on. He has been making light work of UWO. That is for sure, but Lightning finds a quick wide peek with that 5-7. Plays kind of a little cheeky angle, and will they check the corner? Of course they will. Mahone with the 4K. Unable to get the ace because he tries to plant and gets caught off guard, so probably a little PJ Salt from him. Come on, team. I got 4 kills. You can't get 1. I was trying to plant the bomb for us. I thought we had something. Thought we had something going, guys. Okay. This is gonna be, this is it. This is for all the marbles. They cannot let anything happen, so no over peaks, no over committals. Looks like they're just going to fall back and play their own game. They know what's worked. They know what does work. And they know that if they can just fall back onto their main game plan, that they could for sure string some rounds together. So slow play from both teams, and a lot of anticipation for this apps control. Obviously, they've taken apps control a couple rounds, but they really haven't done it that often. So maybe the passivity is a little overcalculated. Might be overthinking the situation, wanting to, you know, check every corner and be thorough. But in this case, the apps are wide open. So there's some information from both teams that neither have in their arsenal. And yeah, it's kind of just a standoff. Both teams really just waiting for the crossfire. So this is going to be just an aim battle. Lightning and Razzie, both without smoke. So they've blown all their utilities, aside from HEs and flashes. So they're only waiting for this push to, you know, finish off some heads. And this is a perfect over-rotation. They catch one off guard, but it is able to get traded out by Razzie and reel from the pit. Perfect two-man hold from the CT side. This is a round that should not have gone their way. They were able to cause one player to rotate. There was only 2 guys to take on, 4 on 2. Yet that quickly, Reel and Razzie stomping them out, saying, no! This land is our land, not yours. Actually, they'll kill me for making American references. Probably going to be watching this demo like, wow, man. Can't even say anything about the Great White North. Not today. I'm actually a little biased, not going to lie. My mom went to University of Western Ontario, so there's a little bit of that, like, hoping they win. So go ahead and spam in chat that I'm biased. That's okay. I'll take it. But then again, I have a friend going to UBC. Shoutouts to Caitlin Lee. I'm sure you're watching. She's definitely not watching. But shoutouts to you. Good luck in your first semester. And this is it. Razzie, the point man here. Oh, he pulls out a nade at just the wrong moment. Goes to re-smoke mid. And Derpachu had an opportunity there. If only he knew. He could have just wide peeked and got a quick opening for the T side. So back to a standoff. 40 seconds left. Entry goes to Evo Peach over at B, so their lurker's down. The jig is up. They are not falling for it. They know this is a late A push, but he pulls out a nade at the last second. Get punished for that quick peek, and Derpachu gets that entry. There's one man here on A site. Is this angle going to be checked? Nope, real able to get one, but trade out by Mahone. And no, he actually gets 2 kills before going down. That was Lightning getting killed by Mahone. And a 2v2 retake, so not the easiest retake, but Evo Peach overcommits with that peek. Just standing still, easy target, and 16 HP, so drops instantly, and this will be all in the hands of Llama King. Misses the first spray, gets the second one, has to reload though, A1 problems, and it's a 1v1. Mahone going for the wide peek, and he commits, gets the crouching spray, and that was so close for Llama. Easily could have had that, but that will be match point now, so UBC really making the best of that. Real getting a crazy double kill in what I'd call a one-and-done position. He had absolutely no cover, but boosted himself onto the box and was able to get a tricky 180 kill for the second trade out, and that was pretty important. But still, not enough. 2 important kills, but just barely not enough by 8%. So every one of these buy rounds have been pretty close, especially the ones that just spell doom for one team's economy. Which is why we're seeing a lot of force buys, and Our Hood gets that entry. Finally, they're finding an entry onto B, so this is actually going to be a fast rotate called in for UBC, or UWO in this case, and Lightning able to find that kill. Not flashed. Wasn't a good flash, but nonetheless, this is an A play, and if they go fast right now, this is only going to be a 4-on-2. So smoke's coming in, a little flub smoke, but still able to go and push through a porch side. So 4-man push. This is just going to be an aim battle at its best. Real gets one. Trade out by Derpachu. They're not going to pit, and he's going to be able to jump up. Spots them. They still have not checked, so Razzie, he really wants them to peek out for him. He does get the first headshot with the P90, gets the second one down to 20 HP, and this is going to be a 2-on-2 retake. Llama maybe over peeking just a little too early. Had he waited a second for Lightning, but he does get the first spray down. Racing back in a 1v1, misses the first op shot, pulls out the Tech 9. He's going for a quick cheeky headshot, and he gets it right over the box. 16-10. Oh, scoreboard's messed up. I believe that was 16-11 in favor of UBC, so pretty insane comeback when you think about it. UBC only had, what, it was 5-0 at one point, so then they got 3 rounds in a row. UBC lost another, then they won the next 6 rounds of the half, so they were able to get a 9-6 half, carry that momentum and finish up the game. So that was pretty impressive from UBC. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of clutch rounds that they shouldn't have won, and I guess that could be said for both teams. So pretty cool. We definitely saw a lot of adaptations, some pretty aggressive moves and risk plays that paid off. So cool game altogether. Congratulations to UBC. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be taking a quick break. We got game 2 of the night coming up. That one will be UCLA versus USC. So should be back in about 10 or 15 minutes or so. Go ahead and give us a follow, subscribe if you feel like it. You can follow me on Twitter over at jzilk or on Reddit at jzilk as well. Shameless plug time. Thanks for watching, guys. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Stick around and look forward to USC versus UCLA. Thanks.